Hello, everyone. Victor here. Oh, I got itch. I'm finally back. It's been like a month. I'm sorry. As you can see, I still don't have access to my room, but this is gonna have to do for now. And my camera quality is still terrible, but it's gonna have to figure out. So in this video right here, I'm going to be discussing my take. Oop, Discord's doing its thing again. Hold on. So I'm going to be doing my take on popular FNAF discussions slash theories right now based on this ruined game. Now, before we get into it, I need to let y'all know I am a FNAF casual, okay? I have not read any of the books. In fact, FNAF Security Breach and the first FNAF games are the only games I've completed. I've gone to night 4 on FNAF 2, night 3 on FNAF 3, night 2 on FNAF 4. I know it just keeps getting lower. Night 2 again on sister location. I've gotten to the final night on what's it called? On the pizzeria simulator thing. And then and then Help Wanted. That's the one I haven't played, though I do like to play. And these. But so if I miss anything in these discussions, don't be like, oh, this guy's an idiot, Well, I mean, you can. If that's the only thing you want to say in the comments, say it. But just please have some understanding that I ain't got the full picture. And most of this is going to be, so basically, I can't explain it more. If we start on our first theory, remember, I cannot edit, so theory number 1. I'm gonna call them theories because that's what I wrote. Deal with it. The true base game ending. P.S. Subscribe. Anyway, let's get my drink. For this one, I'm gonna be mainly disproving the counter argument theories. So hold on. Before I go down this pipe thing, let me discuss my first counter argument. Most people say, why can't I pause? Oh, I did pause. Okay. Most people say that it's so right now, there is an 80-20 split in the community between which is the real ending to the base game. So, 80% of that community says it's the Princess Quest ending. And then 20% says it's the Burn Trap ending. And don't tell me, oh, I always see people saying it's the Burn Trap ending. Well, I don't. I always see people saying it's the Princess Quest ending when I believe otherwise. I do believe it's the Burn Trap ending. And one piece of evidence that I see come up a lot is how there's a comic page for every ending but the Save Vanny, Princess Quest ending. Now I'm gonna explain that right now. First of all, him making a drawing of the Burn Trap ending makes sense because in the base game, when he goes down there, he's like, what is that thing? So how would he know to draw it if he didn't know it existed? Therefore, he would have had to go into the basement. And another thing, the reason he hasn't drawn the Princess Quest / Vanny ending is because he can't imagine Vanny being a friend to him. He keeps seeing Vanny chasing him and, Vanessa trying to do all the things to him and capture him. And now, before I go, I just thought of this, that someone might say, oh, in the end he says he has a friend that has the building maps, and that's probably Vanessa. I've seen people say that, and now, to disprove that, I think the friend is Freddy, and he's using his fast watch. He has the map on him, and Freddy gave it to him. You wanna know what he thinks of Freddy? He thinks of him as a friend. That's right. Now, my next point comes... Now, so this isn't the most boring video ever of me just 10 minutes of me just discussing theories. I'm gonna actually show y'all how I played through all of this. Now I've completed the whole game. I've gotten all 3 endings. I bet those security notes are all the way back down there. Yada yada yada. Caution, watch your head. Bad bear. Oh no, he's a bad bear. I've gotten all the collectibles for chapter 8. So let's see. So in this video, there are going to be 2 major theories. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm prepared for that. You know, I want to do it before that guy shows up, which I have done it before that guy shows up. I have. When you know how to do it, it's so much easier. Oh, I've taken a wrong turn. There's this one right here. Yeah, there are going to be 2 main theories and then a little mini theory thing, mostly because you know how I said I'm going to show you the gameplay for this and show y'all exactly what I mean. Well, I am not going to do that for the mini theory because, one, it's easily explained. I feel like the mini theory is going to be like, oh, well, yeah, that was obvious. That's what I feel like is going to happen when I explain the mini theory. So that's why, because, like, you know, I feel like everyone... Ooh! Last time that guy didn't show up. Oh, yes he did. Yo, he's near. Bring me through here. Okay, now we come to my next point. The Freddy chase. Now, look. Now, I know everyone will be like, oh, the prototype. You can't see it in this lighting of the... See the letters? It reads prototype. When you're fixing him in the parts and service, there is no prototype on his foot. A lot of people use this Freddy. They think this Freddy is the one from the base game because of the, say, Vanny ending where he gets disassembled. I forgot what they called it exactly. Disassemble Freddy, yeah. And so basically, they think this is him because he's in Fazer Blast. This is where they dropped him off. This is where they wrecked him. He's missing his head. His stomach's open. Here is what the problem with that. First of all, like I said, the prototype on his foot, the word prototype on his foot, he didn't have that in the base game. You go into parts and service room, you see the bottoms of his feet, and there's no prototype words. And then for this one, there's a present in his stomach. Gregory took there's probably a present in every Freddy stomach, but Gregory took the one from our original Freddy, so this cannot be the Freddy. Now, let me show y'all the chase scene. Yeah, a lot of people think because he's headless, that's what happened. But look, see the present in the... Yeah, the present inside of him proves that the thing that he's the original Freddy, it proves that wrong. And this is so basically how how's Steel Wool you know, kind of runs FNAF is they use their environment a lot. So environmental details like the prototype on his foot and it's not being there in the base game, that is like an actual, you know, that is like an actual clue that this is like not the same Freddy. There's the inhibitor, and it's like, oh, yeah. So that's, and what, like I said, he has to know about Burn Trap to draw a picture about him, and the only time he meets Burn Trap is guess when? In that ending, you know. So here, let's just complete this, and then I can move on to the next theory. So that's why I believe... I'm pretty sure I had more points. I'm blanking on them right now. Hopefully I remember by the end of this chase. And also... Oh, also a lot of people are saying that the Pizzaplex could have collapsed by the blob thing, and it could have been just pure coincidence that it collapsed as well. Well, then couldn't Freddy's head being missing also be pure coincidence? There's an argument for both sides right there. you know. And like I said, no one, he wouldn't even know about the sinkhole. Well, he would if you got that one bag thing. I guess if we're assuming there's that one bag, he would know there's a sinkhole under the raceway, but he wouldn't know what's down there. He wouldn't know about the mimic because when he like contacts you, he's like, I've been trying to reach you all night. It's like, what's it called? The mimic is the, what's it, you know? He knows the mimic is down there, which means he's been down there, and the only ending where he's down there is the burn trap ending. Now, I'm going to pause so I can get to the point of my next main, argument thing. Okay, everyone, the second theory, I got tired of the bubble letters, so is the ruin ending discussion. P.S. Subscribe. So now, I know I'm still here, but I wanted to kind of discuss it before showing y'all exactly because it all happened so fast. Why did I just do that? But it all happened so fast. And so basically, what I think each ending means. That's Kool-Aid. And what I think the actual ending for this game is. Now, of course, the actual ending will come, in the next part. Now, there are 3 main endings. I'm going to discuss each one, and I'm going to bring you through it in this game. Now, the first ending I want to discuss is, what's it called? The one where you put on the mask by the Freddy Fazbear thing, and you see, like, Gregory, and Gregory says, it's okay, I found a place to hide. That one, I saw a great explanation for that. There's, like, this condition thing that when you're really scared or about to die, you hallucinate. And that's like kind of what happened. Another theory from there is that the mask gave her that illusion to comfort her because she was about to die. Now the main thing I wanted to discuss with this one is I think the true ending is not the scooper ending, but the one where the elevator cuts and it falls. Now, I see a lot of people say that, it cuts off when he says you freed it because you can hear the microphone change. You see, in order to agree with that, we have to agree that Gregory has no idea what he's talking about and still decided to act like he knew what he was talking about. Now, because in Gregory's words, I think in Gregory's words, it's like, it's been trying to escape, now it's free, you set off all security, that's what happens. My question is if I think its goal was to get to Cassidy. That's what its goal was. Because if its goal was to really escape, why would it have cut the wires? Also, how would it have cut the wires? It was below. Unless it just like straight grabbed it and the wire snapped when it pulled it down. Unless that happened, then here, look, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Because this always confuses me because unless I do think it was the mimic that cut the wire and it mimicked his voice again. I don't think that was Gregory, but I do think that this thing wanted Cassidy not just to be free. Okay, my odd. Oh, I just tilted the entire. Oh, this is terrible. I just tilted my entire camera. I need to get better equipment. Rob, are you gonna I hate these loading screens. You just witnessed me beatbox. Oh yeah, I got in the go. You know what I find strange? Yes, Gregory, it's right behind me. I know. Like I said, I do think this was the mimic. But I think that the mimic, like, wants Cassidy not to get out. Oh, now it's blocked. So now we have to do the secret ending. So I'm showing y'all the secret ending, I guess. And then, all this. I think about this ending, I mean, I'm not really sure what to think of it. It just seems to be trying to, like, you killed it. I do not think this is the true ending. So it appears I can't even access the ending I wanted to show y'all anymore. I'd have to play through the whole game again, which I'm not gonna do. Y'all guys aren't that important. I'm just kidding. Y'all guys are the world, If y'all guys could help me, I have like 80 subscribers. And if we get to 100, remember how I mentioned that I only finished the first in this security breach? Well, remember that series on 2 I've done? If we get to 100, when we get to 100 subscribers, I will start making videos on Fnaf 2 again, and trying to beat it again. And I'll even do streams if y'all want me, but I have to hit 100 subscribers first. And don't do that thing where you make multiple accounts and they all subscribe, because those aren't real subscribers. Don't help me. Okay? But anyway, back to what I was saying is I'm still mad at Gregory, basically. Gregory is not a good person at all. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, he didn't cut the elevator wires, and you agree with that. Why are you calling him a bad person? It's what I said at the beginning, is that he didn't know what he was talking about, and he pretended to know what he was talking about. So basically, he says, it's like, oh, it's been trying to get out, and you let it out, and it's free now, and, so, and I do believe that that's when the mimic took over, and it was like, oh, well, we can't have you following us, and it cut the wires. I do believe that's exactly what happened, and the mimic did that. But if that is the case, that means the mimic had motives to get Cassie and not just getting out. Because if its goal was just to get out, just summon the elevator again. Elevators go back down. They do that. And that's what I think. I think that the mimic wanted Cassie for a specific reason. I guess we're gonna have to wait till the next installment of the security breach timeline thing comes out. I don't know, we might get some answers in Help Wanted 2. Now the mini theory, you don't get a cool poster thing like you did for the other two, okay? It's Cassie's relationship to the characters, So throughout many cutouts and even in-game dialogue, we can see exactly who the parents or not. We can't see the name of Cassie parents. I know Game Theory did that thing where he's like, oh, it's William and he's associated with Bunny's line. I feel like that's a valid theory. But what I think is that right now he hasn't been named, I don't think, because like I said, I think he's around, and I think he's someone we haven't met yet. So basically, this is how I think the story goes. I'm going to explain everything after. So Cassie's dad gets a job as a technician for the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex thing. That's why, her dad has one of the wrenches. He works there. He's a technician. I felt like the reason this doesn't have no special thing, you're just seeing this, that's why you're just seeing the ruin screen, is because I feel like this is fairly obvious. I just wanted to put it all together in one thought for y'all. So what I think happens is that he gets a job there, he goes to work, and they don't make a lot of money, so he has to bring her along, because he can't find a sitter. He can't, he just brings her along and he teaches her stuff. While she's there, I don't think they're poor, I think they're middle class. So while they're there, she has her like 12th birthday party there. And I'm guessing the day we go there is the day we turn 13. No, wait, she seems a bit younger than that. Apparently, Gregory is 12. I thought he was like 10, 11. But no, I'm gonna guess Cassie's around the same age. So I'm guessing since Gregory's 12 at the time we play with him, and this probably takes place a few months after. I don't think it takes place a full year. I think it takes place on Cassie's birthday a few months after. So I think that she's just turning 12 in this one. And so for her 11th party, she goes and what's it called? She invites her friends, she books it. Roxy's her favorite, so Roxy's the one that, like, kind of helps with the party, the animatronic that's, like, there. But none of her friends show up, which is, like I said, fairly obvious. This is what Roxy explicitly told us. Now, at first, I thought she meets Gregory before the party, but I think she meets him after, because everyone sees that little picture thing, the cutout of Gregory comforting her, crying because no one came to her party. Well, why would she be crying if Gregory came and she already knew Gregory? No, what I think happened is that Roxanne was there, no one showed up. She did her makeup with Roxanne before the party because it was like, it's my favorite animatronic, I'm gonna do something with my favorite character, and no one shows up. She goes off, she cries, and then Gregory finds her and, friends. And then this happens. Now, of course, I don't think her dad knew that Gregory was like I think she was like, oh, I met this boy called Gregory, he's real nice. Like, oh, there's just a boy named Gregory, nothing suspicious about that. Like, he didn't know he was like a robot, is what we're suspecting, at least. So that's all I had to talk about. Thank you for listening. If you're new, like and subscribe. And this is Victor logging off. Remember, 100 subs equals Fnaf 2 gameplay coming back. So, like I said, this is